America is facing an unprecedented crisis. A deadly poison is flooding our streets, killing our citizens at an alarming rate. This isn't a foreign attack with bombs and bullets. This is a silent war, waged with fentanyl, a synthetic opioid more potent than heroin. Every day, hundreds of American families are torn apart by this deadly drug. This is a direct result of the porous borders and weak leadership of previous administrations. For years, we have witnessed the tragic consequences of inaction. Our southern border has become a gateway for criminals and deadly drugs. Cartels operate with impunity, trafficking fentanyl from Mexico into the United States. They are flooding our communities with this poison, turning our streets into danger zones. This is a national security threat of the highest order. We cannot stand idly by as our citizens are poisoned and our national security is compromised. President Trump recognizes the severity of this crisis and is taking decisive action to protect the American people. He understands that we cannot afford to be weak any longer. The fentanyl epidemic is a complex issue with far-reaching origins. While the cartels may be the distributors, the source of this deadly drug often lies elsewhere. China. China is the primary source of fentanyl and the chemicals used to manufacture it. They are flooding the global market with this poison, fueling the epidemic that is devastating our nation. The Chinese government has turned a blind eye to this deadly trade. They have failed to take meaningful action to stop the flow of fentanyl from their borders. This negligence makes them complicit in the deaths of countless Americans. President Trump understands the danger posed by China's inaction. He has called them out on the world stage, demanding that they take responsibility for their role in this crisis. He has imposed tariffs to force them to act. This is about protecting American lives, and President Trump is not afraid to stand up to China or any other nation that threatens our safety. The fentanyl crisis is not just a problem of supply, it's a problem of demand. Drug addiction has ravaged communities across America, leaving behind shattered lives and broken families. The human cost of this epidemic is immeasurable, but the problem extends beyond our own borders. Mexico, our supposed ally, has failed to adequately address the cartels operating within their territory. These criminal organizations traffic drugs and people across our borders, fueling the cycle of addiction and violence. Mexico's inaction has directly contributed to the suffering of the American people. Canada, too, has failed to live up to its responsibilities as a partner in North America. They have allowed their country to become a transit point for fentanyl, turning a blind eye to the flow of this deadly drug across our northern border. Their lax enforcement and open border policies have made us all less safe. In the face of these challenges, President Trump is taking decisive action. His tariffs are not about starting a trade war, they are about protecting American lives. They are about holding our trading partners accountable for their actions and their inaction. For too long, America has been taken advantage of on the world stage. Our leaders have negotiated weak trade deals that have shipped American jobs overseas and left our communities struggling. President Trump is putting an end to this. He is putting America first. His tariffs are a powerful tool to force China, Mexico, and Canada to the negotiating table. They are a way to protect American workers, American businesses, and American lives. President Trump understands that we must be willing to fight for our interests even if it means taking on our allies. This is about putting America first, and that's exactly what President Trump is doing.